Hello everybody, today we are going to be reading The Frog Prince with keywords. Sunny, castle, tossed, bounced, splash, pond. One bright sunny day, a princess went for a walk in the woods behind the castle. The princess started playing with her toy, a beautiful golden ball. She tossed it higher and higher till at last she could not catch it. It bounced out of her hands and fell with a loud splash into the pond nearby. Deep bottom gift aunt furious sobbed. Springing to her feet, the princess peered into the pond looking for the ball. But the pond was too deep and she could not see the bottom. The princess began to cry. The ball was a gift from her aunt. I've lost my favorite ball. Aunt Janet will be furious when she finds out. What shall I do? She sobbed. Green, frog, bulging eyes, pebble, rim. Just then a voice asked, "Why are you crying, princess?" The princess looked up and saw a green frog with bulging eyes. He was perched on a pebble on the rim of the pond. "My beautiful golden ball has fallen into the pond," said the princess, wondering how the frog could talk. Scarf, emerald, ruby, bracelet, coral, locket. "If I get your ball back, what will you give me in return?" asked the frog. The princess thought for a while. She wondered what she could give a frog. "You can have my silk scarf, or my emerald ring, or my ruby or bracelet, or even my favorite coral locket," said the princess. Goblet, pillow, plate, dived, glad. "What will I do with those?" said the frog. "Promise me that you will let me eat from your plate, drink from your goblet, and sleep on your pillow." "I promise," said the princess. The frog dived into the pond, got the ball out, and dropped it at the princess's feet. The princess was glad. She picked it up and skipped away. Evening, dinner, steps, hopped, windowsill, croaked. The next evening, when the princess was having dinner with her father, the frog climbed up the steps and hopped onto the windowsill. "Remember your promise, princess?" it croaked. "Please let me in." The king was startled to see it and looked at his daughter. Table, sulky, hopping, webbed toes. The princess told her father about the frog. "A promise is a promise," he said sternly. "Let the frog in." The princess made a sulky face and let it in. The frog followed her to the table, hopping on its webbed feet. "Lift me up to the table, princess," it croaked. Spoon, fork, steel, goblet, cherries, strawberry. The princess angrily placed it on the table. The frog dipped a golden spoon into the princess's bowl and tasted the stew. That's good," it croaked, and drank water from her golden goblet. Then it took a fork and ate the cherries and strawberries from her golden plate. Bed, stamped upstairs, clutching bed cover. Now put me beside your golden bed as you beside you on your golden bed as you promised, croaked the frog. The princess stamped her foot angrily and snatched up the frog from the table. She marched upstairs to her room, clutching the frog in her hand. Then she flung aside the bed cover and set the frog down on her pillow. Cock, farmyard, stretched arms, morning play. The next day, the princess awoke. The next morning, the princess awoke on hearing the cock in the farmyard crow. She stretched her arms, yawned, and then looked for the frog. But it was gone. The princess smiled in relief and went down to the play. But that evening the frog returned. This went on for 3 nights. Awoke, tears, prince, kissed, clapped, joy. On the 4th day, the princess awoke to find the frog sitting beside her with tears in its bulging eyes. "I'm going away, princess, since you hate looking at me," it said. Feeling sorry for the frog, the princess wiped its tears away and kissed it. At once it turned into a handsome prince. The princess clapped her hands in joy. Which spell? Hurried, banquet, guest, daughter. "A witch spell had turned me into a frog," said the prince. The spell could only be broken if a princess kissed me. "Will you marry me?" "Oh, yes," gasped the princess, and they hurried to tell the king. The king held a grand banquet for the guests to celebrate the wedding of his beloved daughter. Bye-bye. If you like this video, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friends.